quick. Telepathy. Let's see how much this does. Does this get like the full KO? It just almost one-hit KOs the Haxorus too. Barraskewda is gone. That thing's a piece of paper. You can just throw a spitball at that thing and it'll fall over. Has like 40 defense or whatever. Here's the Instruct again. You get out of here, bud. Get out of here. Get the clean sweep turn 2. We're looking really good. And I get the crit for added insult. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H, VGC. URSALUNA is kind of being overshadowed currently in Regulation H. This is a mon I thought that was going to have way more usage than it's currently getting. You only see this thing really once in a while on some Trick Room teams, and even then you don't really see it that much. Is this thing just overshadowed by Blood Moon URSALUNA, or is there a reason that nobody's really using this thing? We're going to find that out today. It's actually a really cool Trick Room team by Bob, or I think it's Grizzly, I think is his name I think it's Discord name, so I'm going to be featuring this team today. Seen the team and it had a bunch of really cool stuff on it, so I kind of wanted to try it out. I haven't really featured a Trick Room team in quite a while, so I wanted to kind of get back to that and see how I can actually do with a Trick Room team. URSALUNA is just another mon I haven't really seen much of. I don't know what the reason really is. We're going to see if it's still good, and the reason why people are probably sleeping on this thing. Especially with this team, it synergizes really well with this team, so you guys want to use this team rental in the corner. This team does not have a Poke Paste. This only has a rental code. If there is a paste of it when I do record this and like upload this, I'll update the description. But at least when we're recording this team does not have a Poke Paste. So if you guys want to use this team in game, rental code, but no paste for showdown or anything. Or at least with like the EV spreads or anything either, which kind of sucks. But I'm gonna run through this team real quick. You got the start of this team, which is the URSALUNA. With the Flame Warp, but it's pretty much a standard set with Terra Ghost. It's kind of just pretty full-on standard, not really too much to really say about it. What it really does is kind of pairs with this team, which I think I'm going to talk about a little bit more. You have the Oranguru with the Instruct Trick Room, so you can actually set up Trick Room, and you can actually Instruct going for double Earthquake, and being that you have Telepathy, you actually don't have to take damage from your own Earthquake, which is really cool. That also pairs along with the Armor Rogue on this team that has Wide Guard, also can set up Trick Room, which is really cool. So you can go like Wide Guard under Trick Room, or set up the Trick Room, and then go for like Wide Guard Earthquake and not take any damage. And you also have the Earthworm on this team with Earth Ether, so you can actually heal yourself and Earthquake alongside this thing, or like switch out, set up the Trick Room, switch out, and like Earthquake, bring on the switch into the Earthworm, and you don't have to worry about taking any damage. So that's kind of cool. Apart from that, you just got double screens from the Sableye on here. Foul Play, double screens, Encore can be kind of cool with both Light Clay, so you get that 8 turns of screens. And then you got the bulky multi-skill Dragonite on this team, kind of rounded out. It gives this team a flying and a dragon type, which I think is pretty important. So, kind of a cool set. You got Dragon Dance there, and you got Aerial Ace, which I haven't seen in quite a while. Terra Steel for a defensive Terra. So, we're seeing what that set actually does. Not really the most common sets, so we're going to see how it does. If you guys, like I said, if you guys want to use this team, rental in the corner. Let's see how this team does. Top some games. Alright, we are here with a game. My opponent has a really unique team. I don't know what he's really going for, or if he just took a bunch of really cool mons or some of his favorites and threw them onto a team. Haxorus, Volcarona, Indeedee, Barraskewda, Oricorio Sensu, I think that's what it is, the ghost one, I think it's Sensu, and then Venusaur. So I don't know what his team's really going for, but I've not ran into Haxorus in forever. I think Haxorus is another mon that's really slept. I don't see anybody using Haxorus. Crazy good dragon type that just nobody's using again as well. What do I want to do here? I think Trick Room is really good. I think the worst case scenario is if he has like Trick Room and Prison. Or like the Indeedee could be kind of a problem. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead URSALUNA Armor Rogue. I guess Armor Rogue ain't too bad here. Part of me wants to bring a Oranguru lead though. I kind of do. I'm going to bring a Oranguru lead instead. Dragonite ain't too bad here. I could go for screens too, wouldn't be too bad, but I think I'm going to bring Dragonite in the back. And then I'm going to bring Armor Rogue. I think that's what I do here. Just depends what he really brings, because Barraskewda is kind of a threat to this team, but it kind of gets shut down by Dragonite if he doesn't have like Ice Fang. And like even then I have my multi-skill and I can kind of just one-tap the guy back, so it just depends what he really brings here and like what he's running. Haxorus, Barraskewda, okay. Kind of a problem actually, because I don't know if he's gonna go for Trick Room here. I'm forced to just protect on this turn. I'm gonna protect, and I gotta go for Trick Room here. If he just doubles into Oranguru, he probably just gets the KO here, though. I'm hoping he doesn't just double into Oranguru, because he can probably just one-shot me here. There's First Impression. That does so much damage. Okay, he goes for Liquidation on URSALUNA. That's perfect. That's perfect. If he would have doubled into Oranguru there, that would have been really bad. So I get the Trick Room up. It's fine. I just Earthquake here now. I think what I do is I instruct Earthquake. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to Earthquake. And then I'm going to instruct. I don't know what he has for this. If he has Aqua Jet, that'll do a solid amount of damage. There's the Earthquake. Telepathy. Let's see how much this does. Does this get like the full KO? It just almost one-hit KOs the Haxorus too. Bear Scoot is gone. That thing's a piece of paper. You can just throw a spitball at that thing and it'll fall over. Has like 40 defense or whatever. Here's the Instruct again. You get out of here, bud. Get out of here. Get the clean sweep turn 2. We're looking really good. And I get the crit for added insult. I think no matter what he has here, I think the URSALUNA and the Oranguru outspeed. Even if he has Oricorio on like Volcarona or whatever he has. I like Oricorio Sensu. It's a really cool mon. I just wish his stats were better. I don't think it has like a single stat that's above a base 100. It's a really shitty statted mon. It has a really good typing and a bunch of decent move pool. It gets Baton Pass, Quiver Dance, and a bunch of other really cool stuff. It's just such a fucking awful mon with stat-wise. I just Earthquake here. Actually, I can't Earthquake because he's Flying type. But I mean, I can Facade, I guess. I think I still just Earthquake. Still just Earthquake here. And I just go for Psychic instead. Onto the Venusaur. I don't know what he's going to do to one-shot me anyways. Like, what do you have for me? I'm not even scared of the Oricorio here at all. Brand new one. I've never seen Terra Ground Venusaur. I think you're going to get one-shotted into Oblivion, though. You almost get one-shotted. You can take your Terra Ground and try to make that work in somebody else's game. It's not going to work on me. I don't know what that even does. Like, what does Terra Ground even do here? Like, I don't know. Quiver Dance? That's a mistake, bro. He's lucky, though, because I don't think I actually have anything to hit him with here. So I think I have Headlong Rush as my other move, so I can't even touch Oricorio. He just happens to have, like, a really good matchup into me. I have nothing to touch him. He happens to have a really good matchup into URSALUNA. I don't know why he didn't use Oricorio or, like, try to switch into it. That would have been way better of him. I'm going to go into Armor Rogue here, and then I'm just going to try to attack and go for damage on this turn. Luring Voice, okay. I don't think I've ever seen a Luring Voice on Oricorio. That's a new one. I think I have one more turn of Trick Room, though. He can get around the Trick Room here if he has Protect. I just Psychic here, and then I just go for a Dragon Claw to get this thing out of here. No Protect, you're dead. He lives. He's actually a really bulky Oricorio. He tanked that. Surprising. I think my opponent could have played a little bit different there, though, because the Oricorio was actually pretty good into my team. If he would have played that a little bit better at the start of the match, he maybe would have had a little bit better of a match, or a little bit more competitive game. URSALUNA just destroying the guy, though. On Trick Room, he was just so weak to Trick Room, and like URSALUNA destroyed like his entire team. Apart from the Oricorio, it just wrecked everything, so. Huge dominant showcase for the URSALUNA. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, wait, here's another game. One has the Hisuian, Arcanine, Murkrow, Sylveon, Quavel, Frigoraph, Amoonguss. So he has like a part Trick Room team as well on his squad. So I don't know what I really do here. I kind of actually want to go the screens route for this match, actually. I think I just go screens, Sableye here with screens. And I go Dragonite lead to try to set up on him. I think that'd be really cool here. Because I'm Terra Steel. Terra Steel actually ain't too bad here, especially behind screens. I have Aerial Ace for the Quavel. I'm more of a bulky set too. I have no speed. I have no speed and no attack though. That's kind of sus. That's really weird EV spread. Really bulky Dragonite. I need at least like 2 Dragon Dances if that's the case. I don't know if I can get that. What else do I want to bring here? I think Ursaluna looks really good. I'm going to bring that here. And I really want Wide Guard for Hyper Voice spam. Looks pretty good. And Rock Slide spam. That's what he leads here, actually, because I'm down to go full send on like the Dragonite setup behind screens, but I gotta get a good lead here, and I don't know if I go Terra Fire here, I don't know if that's the greatest thing ever. I'm forced to Terra on this turn. I mean, I'm gonna Reflect here. Maybe hopefully he goes for some shitty move and I can Encore him into it, maybe. Or like tries to set up on me and I can Encore him in. That'd be great. I'm gonna go Terra Steel here though. I think he just clicks Rock Slide. Yeah, if he has like Will-O-Wisp or an Arcanite's a more supportive one, maybe it could be, but I'm just gonna Dragon Dance here. I need at least like 2 Dragon Dances still to actually do a decent amount of damage. That's the main issue. I'm just full bulk. I have no offensive investment at all on this thing. I'm hoping he sets up on me or like I can lock him into something with Encore on this next turn would be really nice. Head Smash. I'm tanking that. That does nothing. Dragon Dance. I outspeed the Sylveon. So he's running no speed on Sylveon. Hyper Voice. I'm probably dead, actually. It just one-shots the Sableye. I forgot about that. I'm in a shitty spot here because, like, I can go into the Armor Rogue and go for Wide Guard, but he just clicks Head Smash. So that's kind of what he does here. I'm kind of in a shitty spot because I need 2 Terras, but I can only have 1. I can go for Wide Guard. I can dodge a Sylveon's attack here, but I don't know if I one-shot the Arcanine at this range at all. I don't think I do with anything. I'll Dragon Claw to see how much damage it does. I think the Armor Rogue just goes down here, though. Actually does a solid amount. I'm dead, though. Just gets fucking one-shotted. I think that's Choice Banded Arcanine. Especially with how much damage that did to me through multi-scale and a screen. Just the Wide Guard proccing, so I dodge a little bit of damage. I don't know if it matters that much, though. I think that's Banded Arcanine, for sure. Going to Ursaluna here. The good thing here is I could actually go for Earthquake and just try to do a shit ton of damage. I'm just going to Protect here. Protect. And then I'm going to get the Arcanine out of here, I think. He could switch, because I think he's choice banded, so he might switch here. He is. That's choice banded then. Amoonguss comes in. There it is. One good thing I have going for me, though, is like on this next turn I can go for Earthquake with Guts Boost. It's a solid amount of damage. And I can just protect the Dragonite and still get a shit ton of damage off. I just have to eat a Hyper Voice, though, which kind of sucks, but I don't know how much it's really going to do. Part of me wishes I actually kind of got like a light screen up instead. I think that'd be maybe even help me more in this match. I don't know, though. I'm going to Earthquake here, and then I'm just going to Protect on this turn. I think he's going to try to Spore the Dragonite. But like, I don't see what it really does here, because I don't think Hyper Voice one-shots the Ursaluna at this range. And without Trick Room, I outspeed Amoonguss 100%. Rage Powder does not matter. Does not matter. I go in for Earthquake, so you're still taking damage. See how much Hyper Voice does. You just keep clicking Hyper Voice. That makes me think this thing's Specs. That's Specs. That's Specs. For sure, Specs. So you're two-shotting Ursaluna. Yeah, you're Specs. Get it out of here. Good. Double KO. Or at least pretty much a double KO. He's pretty much dead on this next turn. I should for sure outspeed him, so. And with his last Mon. Goes into Arcanine again. It comes down to what I really want to go for here, though, because I think he just locks himself into a fire move on this turn. I think that's what he really does. But, like, if I don't attack with the Ursaluna here, like, I'm forced to attack, because otherwise I die on this turn, so I gotta go after the Sylveon and get that thing out of here. It just depends if he goes after the Dragonite, which I think he does on this turn. So, part of me just wants to click Earthquake and just YOLO. It's going to come down to whatever his last Mon really is. That's just the main issue here, though. I could also go for like a double Protect, but I don't know how to beat Sylveon. It's just the main issue. I think I just Earthquake here. I think I just Earthquake and just blow myself up on this turn. I think he locks himself into Flare Blitz here. Glad I went for Earthquake though, because if I would have went for a Headlong Rush, I would have got a defense drop. So it depends on whatever his last Mon is. If his last Mon is Farigiraf, I can still maybe win. If it's Quaquaval though, I lose. So it comes down to whatever his last Mon is here. Because I should be able to at least tank a Hyper Voice from this range, or like a Psychic type move. Or that's Quaquaval. Oh, that's that. No, that's a Farigiraf. Okay. Okay. What is stronger here, though? Is Earthquake stronger or is Facade? I think Facade's 140. So I think Facade's the stronger move here. Actually, how much is Long Rush is 120. I think Facade's still the stronger move, though. I think that just one-shots him. Do I live a Psych? I gotta tank this. I gotta tank this. I don't. So it doesn't matter. So he's running an offensive Farigiraf with like Trick Room, I'm assuming, alongside Amoonguss. That's what that shit is. Because if he wasn't invested, I don't think that would have killed me. If he was just full on like bulk support Farigiraf. Sucks. Because I was doing really good. We were destroying him. We were doing really, really good. He just happened to end up being Spec Sylveon, which kind of fucked me over. Because I think if I would have went for Light Screen there instead, I would have been able to take the Psychic there. And for sure, the Hyper Voice way better. I think I kind of regret going for Reflect over Light Screen there. I really do. I think if that's the one play I'd maybe do differently. I'm not sure, though, if it really mattered that much. But I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with another match. My opponent's running a Regulation F team with a bunch of crazy shit. Landorus, Iron Hands, Clefairy, not Clefable. Ogerpon, Water, Espathra. Really weird. Is that some like Baton Pass speed boost or like stored power shit? We're gonna find out. And then Sableye. So I really want screens here. I'm going for screens. I think that's what I do here, at least to lead with. Is really nice. You have Coil. Is this a Coil Earthworm? It is. It's the Coil Earthworm with Shed Tail. So that's kind of cool. Does Shed Tail pass stat changes? I don't know if it actually does. I can't check here for some reason, which is really stupid. So I don't know. I'm assuming it works like sub. I don't know if it passes stat changes, though, if you're going out to something else. I don't think it does. I guess bring it Ursaluna. I think I just lead Ursaluna turn 1 here. I'm going to bring the Earthworm in the back. Looks pretty nice. What else do I want to bring here? I think I just bring Dragonite too. I'm gonna go with like a full-on like screens versus my opponent's team this time. I'm not gonna even bother bringing the Trick Room because they both don't match up into his team really well. It just comes down to what he really brings, because I think he brings Landorus Eye and like Ogerpon, which really wreck this team. This team ain't meant to go against Regulation F shit, that's for sure. Spothra shit. So what this is actually skill swap Prankster. I think that's what this shit is. So he's gonna skill swap the speed boost onto the Sableye, and then swap the Prankster onto the Spothra. I think that's what the shit is. I'm just gonna light screen. I can encore the Spothra in if I really need to, if he starts setting up on me. And then I'm just gonna protect here. I want to see what he does. I'm not sure what this is actually gonna do though. Gravity. Okay. Oh, he has Hypnosis. He has Hypnosis, that's what this shit is. Gravity Hypnosis pairing. That's what that is. I thought it was skill swap stuff. It still could be. I don't know. I think what I do here is I just swap out. I just go right into Dragonite here. Go into Dragonite and just click Earthquake. Like, what do you do? Got a light screen up. Should help me at least a little bit. And I don't know how you live this unless you're Sash or you have screens yourself. That's how he lives. That's how he has Encore. Well, now I'm gonna just switch right back into the Sableye again. Scumbag. You're a shithead scumbag. I can't even Dragon Dance on him either, so I'm just forced to attack him. I gotta attack this thing, and I'm just gonna go right into the Sableye again, predicting a Luminia Crash. Now I can burn some sleep turns. He can't encore the Sableye because I'm Dark type. So he has Reflect, Gravity, Encore. What is your last move? Probably like Light Screen, I'm assuming, or Foul Play. You know, the funny thing is here, I can actually encore him into Hypnosis if I really wanted to here. If I wake up on this turn at least. I can actually try to do that here. I'm gonna encore him into Hypnosis if I somehow wake up. First turn wake up, that's cool. Wow, that does nothing. That does nothing through a screen. Holy shit, that does nothing. That almost brings me back up to multi-scale though. He's at like +6 speed. He's probably Baton Pass. Hypnosis, Luminia Crash, probably Baton Pass on his set. And then maybe like Stored Power. That might be what he's running. I want to set up a Dragon Dance here, but at the same time, I'm just going to protect to get my multi-scale back. And then I'm just going to set up my light screen here, I think. If I can somehow wake up. Belly Drum, perfect. Perfect, I can encore him into Belly Drum. Perfect. I think from that range you can actually use Belly Drum again, so he'll just waste a bunch of HP. Or actually, it might not even work. It'll probably just force him out. Now he has a chance to miss Hypnosis too, because the gravity's gone, so... Part of me just wants to kind of sit up, but if he goes right into Sableye again, then I kind of get fucked over by that, so... I'm just going to keep going for damage, and then I'm just going to go for Encore here. I also have foul play, which would be a crazy play to do, but I'm going to encore him in first before I go for that. If I don't get put to sleep, that is, which I think he's probably going to try to still do here. Crit. It's nothing. Dragonite, you're so weak. Especially with the screen up. Like, this Dragonite spread is really bad, so you have to set up to try to do damage. You can sit around for quite a while because you're so bulky, but you just don't do any damage. I think he actually goes into Sableye here, if I'm being real. I think that's what he does. I don't think he stays in. If he does, he gets one-shotted by foul play on this next turn, I think. I'm going to Dragon Claw again, and then I'm just going to go for foul play here. Onto the Iron Hands. I think he switches here, though. He's going to stay in. Like, -6 special defense now, though. Still trying to get rid of this thing. How much is this going to do? This is so much damage. I actually think the Reflect probably saved him there. I'm gonna protect here. I'm gonna protect. And then I want to get rid of the Iron Hands. He might switch into Sableye here, but he surrenders. Why? Why would you surrender? Okay. Does that make any sense why you would surrender there when the game is not even close to being done? Whatever. You know what that tells me? That tells me he needs to go on a poo-poo break. The guy had to go poo-poo and he didn't want to play any longer. That's what that is. And there's no other reason why he'd surrender. I think he had to go take a poo-poo. I can't think of anything else. It sounds funny, but that's legit the only reason I think he surrendered there. That match was not even nearly close to being done. He didn't know my last Mon. He still had Sableye at like full health. I mean, the Iron Hands was about to die, but like he can still probably win, depending on whatever his last Mon is. He has fucking Ogerpon and Lando Eye on his team, which destroy me. Especially Ogerpon, just destroys my team, so if he brought it at least. I don't know. I don't know if I'll include this one in the video. If not, I'll probably throw an extra bonus in this video. We'll see how it goes. Alright, we hear another game. I think this is actually a copy-paste rental that I've been seeing going around. He has the Whimsicott, Indeedee, Hisuian, Arcanine, Superior, Magmar, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. So he has like a half Trick Room team on his own end. I think Dragonite looks so good here. Dragonite looks so good here, though. If I can set up with Dragonite, man, it does so good into my opponent's team. It really does. The only shitty thing is if he has Arcanine. That's the main thing holding it back. I'm going to lead Dragonite here. I'm going to lead Ursaluna, I think. That's what I'm going to try to do. If he brings the Arcanine on turn 1, I think I'm just going to try to click Earthquake turn 1. Even with no Guts boost, it'll probably one-shot him. If he brings Superior, that could be a bit of an issue, but I don't know. What else do I want to bring here? I think Wide Guard's really good. I'm going to bring Armorogue in the back for Wide Guard, for Ursaluna and Rock Slide stuff. What else do I want to bring? Sableye ain't too bad here either for, like, screens. I can bring Sableye here. Deity, Superior, okay. I'm assuming he might be like an imprisoned Trick Room. That could be what he's maybe is here. I think what I do is just set up Dragon Dance. Like, I'm gonna Dragon Dance here. I don't know what he does. And Protect. What do you have to one-shot Dragonite, especially this specific build? I don't know what you have to one-shot me. Unless you're Terra Rock, but like even then I have multi-scale. There's no way you're one-shotting me. Worst case scenario, you substitute Glare, like Coil Superior, like Leech Seed Superior, but even then, that doesn't really matter. Because that's too passive, it can't do much to me. Follow me, okay, that's fine. It's completely fine. Leaf Storm, oh perfect. Perfect. Get a free turn of setup. I'm gonna go to +2. I'm just going to set right on up to +2. I don't care. If he has Glare, that's fine. I don't really give a shit if he glares me. my Flame Orb boost, so now he can't really... Or he's gonna be taking a shit ton more damage. I'm just gonna Dragon Dance again here. He's probably gonna go for Follow Me, so I can probably just Earthquake for free here. I'm just forced to Terra because otherwise I catch a Leaf Storm to the face. That's the main issue here. I could switch to into Armor Rogue, which wouldn't really be too bad here. Or Sableye, I guess, wouldn't be too bad either. I just don't really do much to the Indeedee though. Like, I gotta really set up with the Dragonite to actually start doing shit. This is the main issue. I'm gonna go with the Sableye though. I think I'm gonna keep it at full health. I don't know if I don't really want to Terra yet because he could have Arcanine in the back. If he has Arcanine, I want to go like Terra Steel on the Dragonite to dodge a Rock type move. I should be able to easily eat a Leaf Storm here. I eat that. I think with a screen I can maybe eat one more. Like now I'm set up to it. Like I don't outspeed Superior, which kind of sucks though. At +2 I should though. I want to see if I actually outspeed him. I'm going to go for Aerial Ace onto the Superior if he doesn't go for Follow Me again. And then I'm just going to Light Screen here. I need to start dishing out some damage. I need to start dishing out damage because he's starting to set up on me. I can't let that happen. He's going to keep spamming Follow Me. I wish I had Taunt on this. Actually, Taunt would work because he has Terrain up, so it wouldn't work anyways. So much just does at +2. That does nothing. And he's Rocky Helmet. That's even worse. Do I live another Leaf Storm? I don't, because he gets a high roll. Pretty sure that was a roll, because from the damage from the last one, I probably would have lived with the screen. So that's a bit unfortunate, actually. I think it's going to Armor Rogue here, though. Like, what do you do to Armor Rogue behind a screen? Like, I kind of just want to set up again. I'm just going to Dragon Dance again. And I want to get rid of this fucking Indeedee, I really do. I can't Dragon Dance again. I need to get rid of the Indeedee before I start setting up more. Dragon Claw, and then I'm going to Psychic here. Under Psychic Terrain if I can somehow live. If he's Terra Rock, that could be kind of a bad thing here, but... Hex, okay. Do you have Trick Room? Is that what he's trying to go for here? Is he trying to reverse my Trick Room? Because it's not going to work, you're dead. I don't even really want to set up Trick Room here at all, because like I'm already at +2 speed. Because if he has Arcanine that comes in right here, I can do a shit ton of damage to him. Or at least one-shot Superior. That would probably be the better option. Here's the Arcanine. Question is now, though, does he go for Rock Slide or does he just go for Head Smash? He's not Intimidated either, so he probably has Head Smash. Do I Terra here? I think I do. I'm going to go for Terra. I'm going to go for Terra, and then I'm going to go Aerial Ace here. Terra, Aerial Ace, and then I'm going to go for Wide Guard in case he goes for Rock Slide. I think that's my play here. I'm hoping he has Rock Slide. Please have Rock Slide instead of Head Smash. That'd be great. Usually if they don't have Intimidate, though, they usually just run Head Smash. They don't run Rock Slide, because they have Rocket for more maximized damage. Terra, what do you Terra Rock? Terra Rock Superior? Terra Fire Superior. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Am I about to get hit with a Terra Blast? It's probably the worst Terra, actually. I guess apart from Rock, but this should have maybe one-shot him. It doesn't. I need to be +3 to get a one-shot at least. It's kind of the shitty thing with this Dragonite set. It's too bulky. You need too much setup for it to actually work. Dragon Pulse. If he has Terra Blast, that's really bad. There's the Head Smash. I just get fucking one-tapped. So I wasted my turn, pretty much, but I don't know if it really mattered because I was probably the slowest thing on the field anyways, so... It's a bit unfortunate, though. It really is. I'm in a bad spot here too because it's going to come down to URSALUNA again versus the entire team, I think. I think that's what's really going to come down to here. I don't think I have enough damage to outspeed or one-shot the superior from this range. I kind of have to protect here and just hopefully he just doesn't target me down or doesn't have Terra Blast. Oh, he's going to protect himself. No! That's bad. Actually, if he has Head Smash, I don't know. If he's Scarfed or Banded, that could be good, but I don't think he is. If he has Flare Blitz here and I die to Flare Blitz, I think I might just lose. See if I even live this. Yeah, I don't even live, so I don't think I win. +4 Leaf Storm just fucking one KOs me. That's the problem with this team. Like, there's a major issue with this team. Is like a lot of the stuff on this team either requires Trick Room to work, or the main damage dealers need setup to actually do a solid amount of damage. That's just the main problem with this team that I've been finding, especially with the Dragonite. I think the Dragonite's EV spread needs to be entirely reworked. It's like a full max HP and like defense and special defense Dragonite with no speed or attack at all. And if you want to do decent damage, you need to get to at least like +3 or +4. And setting up that much is just almost impossible. It really is. Like, I maybe could have got greedy here and set up to +5 or +3 Dragon Dance. But I don't know if it really would have did much for me. Because he's just shitting damage, just freely setting up all over me while doing damage with the superior, and I have to set up manually before I can even do anything. And even at +2, my damage is garbage, so I think I just lose. I don't know how I win here, so I think this one-shots me. Yeah. And the crit. The crit to rub the salt in the wound, that's nice. Well, take your shit dub, bud. I think that was a fluke. I want to 1v1 this guy again. I think he got a fluke win, I really do. Fucking fluke victory. I'm going to try to queue again after this. If I find him again, I'll include another match with him in this video, but if not, we'll talk a little bit about this team. I'm going to try to go against him again real quick, so I'll let you guys know if I do. You'll see it. Alright, as for this team, overall, really solid team for URSALUNA. I think the main problem with URSALUNA is, like, you're forced to either run it with screens or under Trick Room. And unlike Blood Moon URSALUNA, you can kind of slap it onto a Tailwind team if you really want to. I think the main thing that really separates it from, like, Blood Moon URSALUNA and why it's not really played as much as, like, Blood Moon URSALUNA, for example, too, is you're forced to run Flame Orb for max damage. With, like, Blood Moon URSALUNA, you kind of run whatever white item you really want. You run Specs, Throat Spray, Life Orb, Normal Gem, like, whatever the shit you want leftovers, like, whatever you really want, you can run any item. With regular URSALUNA, you're kind of forced to run a Toxic or a Flame Orb, preferably Flame Orb, for the Facade boost, or like the extra damage boost from Guts. So, I think that's just the main reason that's kind of holding it back. And the same thing, too, is it's also a thing that can't really hit, like, Annihilate or anything, too. There's a lot of Ghost types that are in the format, too, that can kind of wall this thing or just outspeed it and just do a shit ton of damage to it. And, like, you have Terra Ghost, but, like, stuff like Annihilate just wrecks this thing. And, like, with the URSALUNA Blood Moon, you don't have to really worry about Ghost types. You can just click a move and, like, with Mind's Eye, it hits anything. So, I think that's kind of the main drawbacks to regular URSALUNA, but I do think it's still really good. I think this thing has a lot of experimentation still that can be had with, like, under screens or, like, Tailwind teams even. You can run, like, Tailwind stuff with, like, base 50 speed. You just gotta be really careful, like, opposing Tailwind and stuff, but, like, run it, like, with screens or something to give yourself, like, an advantage that way. I think it'd be kind of cool or something to maybe experiment with, but I do think URSALUNA is still really good. Just overall a little bit outshadowed by Blood Moon URSALUNA, and there's a few things in the format, at least for Regulation H, that has really kind of shut this thing down. Another one is also Rain being really good. Rain is just so good right now, and it's like on like 80% of your teams have some type of Rain abusers, or like Pelipper or some Rain setters that just abuse Rain, and it does not want to go against that either. So with a Blood Moon URSALUNA, you can go Terra Normal, but on this thing you usually want to go Terra Ghost. And going Terra Normal really doesn't do much just for you on this thing because you want to spam Earthquake a lot more. So, I don't know. And like its main ground move is also a spread move unless you want to run Headlong Rush, which you don't have to worry about with Blood Moon URSALUNA because you have Earth Power. So, a few different drawbacks on why URSALUNA really isn't as good as some of the other stuff, but it still has crazy stats. It's still a really good mod. This thing, if you can set it up right, especially with this team, I think you can put in a bunch of work. There's a few things I would change on this team, though. Main thing you guys probably heard me complaining about in a few of my matches, but the EV spread for this Dragon Knight needs to be reworked. I think it needs to. I think it's like max HP and then like some defense and defense or something. No speed, no attack at all. It makes sense in kind of like on paper, but like you just need so much setup to actually do damage. Your damage is garbage. You can never set up to +3 or +4 in a lot of your games. You're lucky to be able to set up 1 or 2 Dragon Dances, and by that point in the game, you're just wasting screen turns or like a bunch of other resources. You're taking so much damage, or the opponent's setting up alongside you and looking to reverse sweep you, which has happened to me a few times actually. So that's the main thing I would change at this team. I think the EV spread for the Dragon Knights needs to be entirely reworked. You need some speed, you need some attack, less bulk because you can rely on the screens anyways and your multi-scale anyways, so you can afford to run less bulk on the Dragon Knight and just run more offensive EVs. I think that's the one thing it really needs. Apart from that, I'm not sure, I never really got to use the Orthworm. The few times I brought the Orthworm, it just got fucking one-shotted by either a fighting or a fire type. So I'm not sure if Shed Tail actually passes Coil, like the Coil stat boost with a Shed Tail. If that's how it works, then that's fine for this set, but the main problem with this Orthworm is just it gets walled by everything. If you can't Shed Tail out with it, and like you take way too much damage, and like even half the time you barely live a move on like red health, and even the Citrus Berry, you don't have enough health to like use a Shed Tail, so you kind of just die on the first turn most of the time, because people kind of know what it really wants to do. They'll just, like all out just go right after it first turn most of the time if you don't protect. That's just the main problem I face with the Orthworm every time I brought it. So if that's actually the case, you can actually pass stats from Coil through a Shed Tail, then that's fine. But I think it has like no... Apart from that, if you can't get a Shed Tail off, it's just pretty much useless for this team. I think it's way too situational to really even throw it on this team. I would throw a different set onto this Orthworm, get rid of Shed Tail, and maybe just run like a Coil set with like a different move for coverage or something. I don't know. At least for me, though, that's my experience. Maybe you guys have a different experience with the team, do better than I did with the Orthworm, but I don't know. Rental code in the corner if you guys want to use this team. No paste, at least when I'm recording this video. If there is, I'll throw it down below if there is one, but I don't think there will be. Apart from that, if you guys enjoyed, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Leave a like down below, subscribe, share the video. Really appreciate it. See you guys next time.